It's a short passage, 6 verses in the 14th chapter of John's Gospel. And in John's Gospel, in the 13th chapter, is John's memory of the Last Supper. And John does something different than the other three evangelists, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. John leaves out the meal part of the story. Matthew, Mark, and Luke all say Jesus took bread, said the blessing, took the cup, blessed it, gave it, said, "This is my body, this is my blood, take and eat, take and drink, do this in memory of me." John is written anywhere from 20 to 30 years after Mark, Matthew, and Luke. John presumes you know all that. John tells another part of the Last Supper story that Matthew, Mark, and Luke leave out. John's most important part of the supper is Jesus washing the feet of his disciples as a lesson. As you have seen me do, so must you do to each other, he says. It's a lesson in ministry, caring for each other. It doesn't mean literally you have to wash people's feet. That's a metaphor again. But it's humble service to others, even if you're an important character. Jesus was the most important character. He did the humble service example. And then he goes on after this Last Supper for adult education. In the second half of chapter 13, in all of 14, 15, and 16, they are in adult education class. Have anybody here ever gone to adult education class at your parish church? If you haven't, you've been cheating. You owe it to yourself to do something. There's lots of stuff to learn, and you're never too old to learn. If you're too old to learn, you've missed your funeral. You've lived too long, okay? So if you've not had your funeral yet, you're still quite able to learn stuff. And among the many things he said was what we heard today. And Jesus is talking not to us. He's talking to whoever's at the Last Supper. And he's trying, they still haven't caught on what's happening. He has figured it out. He knows later this evening he's going to be arrested and tried and tomorrow die, be killed. They don't know this yet. They think we're just having a wonderful Last Supper, a wonderful Passover supper, and the Passover supper required each participant to drink 4 glasses of wine. So they are feeling really good. Okay? So it's probably not the right time to do adult education, but nonetheless Jesus tries anyway. And you heard what he said today. And poor Thomas, who gets a bad rap for being the doubter, he speaks what's on his mind. You know, Jesus says, "I am the way. You know me. I am the truth. You've heard me talk. I am the life. You've lived with me." And then he goes on to say, "None of you can go to God except through me." It's too late. You know too much. But you're still not thinking well enough. You're not letting what you know change your life. Now, it's going to change their lives in a few days.